I never knew there was a muff like this before. Fat Man Scoop, is that who the song's by?
Yeah.
King Fat Man. You know he's gone now.
Where'd he go?
You know he did?
Oh, he did.
He died on stage, no?
What?
Yeah, there's a video of it.
Whoa. Didn't that one guy that sings that tiptoe through tulips, didn't he die on stage
Tiny
too?
Tim.
Tiny Tim.
So did
Do you want to die on stage?
That'd be sick. No. I don't know.
They won't even know if you're dying because you'll just be screaming.
Yeah.
All right. So the debate was whether or not he says single ladies. I can't hear y'all, single ladies.
Make
Right?
noise. No, the debate was the other line.
All the chicken heads, be quiet. That is what it says. All chicken heads, those bald-headed don't need to be talking. Welcome back to another episode of the Tattoo Budcast, the only podcast that feels like a tattoo appointment.
Minus the tattoo.
Yeah.
I don't even work here.
Well, I'm Sanae Garcia, and today we are here with our honorary Bud Goonies. Unfortunately, Jimmy Jam is unavailable because he just found out this weekend about how people like stand outside of hospitals and protest abortions. So he thought that he would try doing the same thing, but about breast reductions. So I guess he got too passionate, so he got arrested. Anywho, so I wanted to address something up top before we get started because I always wonder, like, if the audience could sense the tension between you and I. So I thought maybe we can just talk about it.
Good tension.
If you guys don't know, Goonies is a big milk drinker. And I don't like it.
I ordered chocolate milk one time at IHOP and she won't let it go.
Is that not crazy, though? Would you ever order chocolate milk somewhere?
Why not?
Okay.
Warm too, or what?
No. Cold. And I used to love drinking a glass of milk when I was like after a night out of drinking.
Ew.
bomb.
Do you put ice in your milk ever?
No, that always weirded me out.
Do you like chocolate milk, like, only that you make yourself? Like, are you a Nesquik girl?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you buy chocolate milk that's been pre-mixed?
I've gotten like Yoo-Hoo, but I'm not like a huge fan of Yoo-Hoo.
But I don't think that's a milk, right?
What is that, like water?
Yeah, I think it's like dairy-free.
Oh, I don't know that. No wonder it doesn't taste
So that's even
delicious.
grosser, right?
Yeah, but you eat like weird parts of the cow. And
Yeah, see, you judge me for things. I know, I see the way you look at my Crocs.
I thought you were going to say the way you look at my crotch.
I see the way you look at my crotch. Speaking of Crocs, I got 2 new pairs of Crocs this week. I'm a Crocophile. I'm into Crocophilia.
Did you get the ones that you wanted? The
loafers?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got business Crocs.
Wow.
And then I also got some of these. Watch, let me show you real quick. Because I think you're gonna like them.
I had probably not.
They're so cute. They're very fashionable. I got some of these. And dude, they're so comfy.
All right, those are super like 90s.
Yeah. Exactly.
I could see you wearing them. They're like soda.
You're gonna see me wearing them. Yeah. Is the thing.
Wait, pull up the loafers.
Croc loafers. I don't know if you'll like them though because look at it. They're all ska. These aren't the ones I got though. I got the regular black ones.
Those are the ones you got?
Yeah. They're like 90s loafers.
Maybe if they weren't open in the back.
PB Herman.
Maybe, yeah. The white ones are very Pee Wee Herman.
Business Crocs.
Not stomp loafers.
Stomp. Moon stomp loaf.
Yeah.
Enough about my sick style. So what's been up with you?
I've just been chilling. Mostly drawing again. I feel like I hadn't drawn in a long time. And
Do you feel like you have a burst of
yeah.
How'd you do that?
Funny you should ask. Nothing like a economy and a like slow month of booking to scare you into drawing more.
Nothing like survival mode.
Yeah, to put your whole back into your career.
I had seen that you did one of those like draw.
Oh, I had my people on Instagram send me 2 subjects. That thing.
What was the weirdest?
Well, one of them was like taco and butterfly.
You want to hold up your hand and show them?
This
is available.
Yeah, if anybody wants
available.
it. The best one was a girl with saggy tits riding a dragon.
Didn't you do a mermaid with saggy titties too, or was that that one?
It was this one. This one right here.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
those titties are saggy. You're just trying to get banned from Instagram.
Pretty much.
Somebody has reported Goonies Instagram over what was it? Do you even know?
Boobs. What's it, boobs?
They said her boobs were disgusting.
No, it wasn't. It was a girl. It was a girl wearing. I had drawn a girl in like a bondage, like heart.
Oh, that's right.
And she had a ball gag.
It
was just the head.
No, it wasn't that one either. Wasn't it the Rudolph one?
No, that's what I drew in defense of that.
I should have reported that one because Rudolph wouldn't do that.
It was you the whole time. The whole time.
So how much have you drawn?
I drew a few flash pieces.
Do you have a favorite one
that I've drawn so far? It started with like lava lamp looking panther.
Oh, sick.
And someone ended up grabbing it, so I'm ready to tattoo that.
Oh, yeah.
Soon, yeah.
That's the best feeling.
I know. It's a huge thing where it's like we draw 1 million pieces and only like 2 or 3 will get sold, but it was like a sigh of relief of like, cool, like it's like selling really quick.
When you drew the lava lamp panther, did you draw it like thinking like, oh, someone's definitely gonna get this, or did you think like, I don't know, I'm just gonna draw it because I had the idea?
It was more, well, I spiraled into drawing it. I drew like a regular panther and then I was messing with the colors. So because I'm like trying to
you're like, my tears landed on the paper
and it spread. Yeah, I was just messing like with a new color palette. I'm doing more like hot pinks and yellows and stuff like that, and like purples. And it caught people's attention, so I was like, cool, I'm just gonna keep drawing something similar, like just weird and so I was doing a bunch of like weird stuff. So if you look on my Instagram, on my
check out our new color palette.
Yeah.
So I went to the Boysenberry Festival this week.
Oh yeah, how'd it go?
Well, there weren't that many boys there. So it kind of sucked. No. It was cool. I mean, I'm not like a dessert person really. So like the thing that we had that I liked the most was probably like the boysenberry. There was rib tips and it was like on mashed potatoes. That was bomb. But mostly I drank.
What did you drink? Was it the boysenberry beer?
I had a boysenberry tequila splash or something. I tried a sip of the boysenberry beer, but I'm not really a beer girl these days. So I had a boysenberry hard tea. Now it was 10%. I had a headache by the time I got home. Oh, boysenberry. There's a theme park here in Southern California in Orange County that's called Knott's Berry Farm, and it's modeled after the Old West.
Yeah.
I guess, right? And Snoopy. Shout out Snoopy.
Shout out Peanuts gang.
Come on the show. Who would you want from the Peanuts gang on the show?
Snoopy. He wouldn't talk much, but
That's how he talks, right?
Yeah. How? One more time?
When he's mad.
It's like he's actually here.
I would like Sally. I feel like me and Sally are a lot alike. It's Charlie Brown's sister.
Yeah.
Talks a lot.
Mm-hmm. Did you get on any rides?
We didn't get on any rides.
Was it packed?
It was kind of packed. Like we were there from noon to 8, and we pretty much just ate our way through the park. We didn't get on any rides. I was down for rides. So we went with my boyfriend's cousins. The 2 girls that were there were not coaster heads. So-
Should have gone.
Oh my gosh. And then it was raining when we first got there. So
Mhm.
that sucked. But it cleared up. So
They
they even had a boysenberry chile verde.
did you have it?
Yeah.
By the look on your face, I can tell it wasn't that great.
It was like acceptable. It just doesn't that doesn't need to be sweet. Nor should it be sweet.
I was gonna say, I feel like everything would have been sweet if you put boysenberry in
And
it.
that's not my thing. I don't really like
No,
that.
I like savory, like chips and
Yeah. So the best thing I had was one of their regular. I'm so boring. I like the funnel cakes with just powdered sugar.
Mhm.
How do you get your funnel cake?
with the strawberry jam
Yeah, no, I don't like.
preserves or whatever.
Mm-mm. I just like it with powdered sugar, maybe vanilla ice cream, but that was the best thing I had. I want to go back though and actually nerd out on all of the
Museum stuff.
yeah.
I've done that. It's actually pretty cool.
Every time I go, nobody gives a fuck about that. They have do you remember the schoolhouse, or is that newer?
No, it's been around forever.
Every time I've gone, I guess it's closed. And so this time it was open and there was a teacher in there.
Yeah,
And I was like, teacher, imagine
they're like, yes, child.
yeah, teacher. I'm all telling on
Wait.
people in the class.
Why is a student drunk in my classroom?
But yeah, it's like a schoolhouse from I don't know, the 1800s, 1700s. I don't know. It's from the middle of Iowa somewhere that's been moved there. They were giving a whole presentation and no one gave a fuck, so I didn't get to stay.
Well, I had a Knott's Pass for almost 5 years, I think, or 6 years. But me and my friends used to go and just drink and walk around, and we'll ride a ride or two. But our most favorite thing, especially, I think it's in the summer when they do Ghost Town Alive, where they have all the actors do it's all cowboys and they rob the train.
Ghost Town Alive?
Yeah, so they're all walking around in character and stuff. It's so sick. But one of the times that it was super dead, we got a couple of them to break character, and we were talking about Disneyland and
Oh, the
and
competition.
they kind of turn around and they're like, all right, well, it was great seeing you. And they went back into the character. It's really cool. Everybody's in costume. They have shows and stuff. So they all hang out and they'll talk to you in cowboy.
That would be so funny. Imagine you end up hooking up with one of the cowboys. Forget, you're all drunk. You forget he's not an actual cowboy. He just lives in his mom's basement.
Yeah.
I had
I'm like, here's your holster.
Fuck, who is it? Oh, it's one of my clients. She ended up dating one of the knights from medieval times.
That's actually a thing. People they're on a dating app or something.
No.
And you can.
So medieval times now is by Knott, and it's a dinner theater that is medieval themed.
Yeah.
So she ended up hooking up with this guy, I think actually dating him. And then the last time she went, she posted how she thought one of the knights was cute. And I was like, how about we stay away? How about we stay away from the knights at medieval times? What good could they possibly be?
I don't know.
A guy whose passion is jousting in 2025. What is he gonna do for you?
Protect you.
Only if it's long. Only
From
if he has his
dragons.
horse with him and it's long range.
Protect you from dragons and other knights.
Oh, I wonder if she fucked the winner at least,
If you gave her the rose.
or the that monster guy, the witch, the warlock that comes out. That warlock dick.
The falcon.
Oh,
Not
the
falcons.
falconer. Oh my gosh, imagine dating a falcon. Not a falcon. A falconer, a falcon handler.
He just always wears a glove. It never comes off.
After you hook up, you're sobering up and you look and the falcon's just on the headboard. You're all free to move.
Ooh.
You go to grab your underwear from the floor and the falcon's takes.
Fuck. I'm trying to be quiet getting out of there. Get into fucking underwear.
He has your hair extensions.
My
And
lashes.
Do people ever meet you and go, oh my gosh, you're smaller than I thought?
No, but I have clients that say that about you.
What does What does that mean? Like, why do people say that to
And
me?
then people, when we started working together, they're like, oh my God, I don't know, anybody could be smaller than you.
I like forget or something. I don't know what it is. So like I had a client this week, which she was like, I didn't care about it. She was cool. She was just like, oh my gosh, she's like, I don't know why I didn't picture you to be so small. But I was telling her that one time this lady came in and she was like this was at our old shop. I went to the door to get her and she's like, oh my gosh.
A baby.
She's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, what? And she's like, I had no idea. And I was like, and at this point, I like knew what the fuck she meant, but I'm like, no, you're gonna say it, bitch, right? And she's like, I had no idea. And I'm like, about what? And she's like, you're so small. Like she like whispered it, and she was saying it like as though I I mean, I guess this is problematic too, but she said it as though I like came out in a wheelchair or like had, like I was persevering in some way. She's like,
it's a miracle. Congratulations.
Yeah, like I was like Tiny Tim with like, and so anyways, that happened this weekend. I'm like, does this happen to people? Obviously not.
No.
I can't believe your clients do it too. How many people are saying this behind my back?
A couple dozen.
Now everyone's probably wondering how. Now everyone's probably wondering how tall I am, and it's none of your fucking business.
I was gonna say, you want to on camera say,
just so you guys aren't shocked and repulsed when you finally meet me. I'm only 4'9". How tall are you?
5'3".
Oh, I wish, dude. I wish I was like 5'6". I think God made me this small though, because James wouldn't have stood a chance if I was any taller.
Oh man. I mean, he wouldn't stand a chance if you were any smaller either.
Oh, I would be so bitter.
Your other client, the one that was like trauma dumping too, she had mentioned too.
I think you're right. I think you're right, and I think I was just like, oh my God, there's so much happening.
And I think
right
I looked
now.
at my client like,
All right, let's get into some shit now. Oh, we have a oh my God. Okay, I totally forgot about this already. So we have a segment, a TikTok trend, if you will, prepared for you guys. Since this one's for the girls, we got no boys with us. But I don't know. I feel like James would have.
he would have been down.
He would have been down.
You probably got to try this one with him too.
I'm scared to see what he says. But anyways, so this is the trend on TikTok of the Hear Me Out cakes, which pretty much, how would you describe it? So people print out
like pictures of
people or characters,
cartoons, like movie
that they would low-key fuck.
Yeah.
That have sex appeal in one way or the other.
But they don't explain. They just put it in the cake, I think, right?
Okay. Are we explaining or are we
Whatever
not?
you want. I don't care.
Okay. I feel like some things will probably need an explanation from each other. So since this was Goonies' idea, and we're going to put them up on the screen, obviously, so you guys can see them, because we're not going to do a cake because we just figured that the logistics were not good for our podcast and the visual representation. So, let's start with your first one. Go ahead and airdrop it to my MacBook so I can see.
What is it called? Sanae La Chola?
La Chola?
Oh, I have you under Sanae La Chola on my phone.
As long as it's not like Sanae, the smallest woman alive. It's on the iMac. Sanae's MacBook. iMac, what year is this?
Got it. All right, hear me out.
Okay.
Your face already.
I'm 1,000... Max from Goofy Movie, I am 1,000% with you on this one.
But now I'm a little weirded out because you and your boyfriend did.
That's right, we did.
Now you got to put a picture of that up.
Yeah, we'll put a picture of that up. So I hit it with Max.
You're a 10 out of 10, would recommend.
No, Max and Roxanne got into a drunken fight that night at dinner. Max and Roxanne tried alcohol for the first time and couldn't handle it. Yeah, we got into the biggest fight that night, which is funny because imagine I'm like yelling at him with like a wig, a fucking tilted wig, and a picnic nose. I remember I was supposed to like stay at his house and I ended up going home all mad and like, oh, who knows what my hair was looking like. Anyways, okay, so yeah, I'm with you on that. But Powerline probably would have been bomb too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll show you one of mine. I'll start with My First Love.
I never saw this movie,
Oh,
but I've heard. I feel like a lot of
Robin Hood,
people.
the motherfucking fox. I've talked about it on this podcast, which is why I thought I would start with him. Too much swag. I can't believe you've never seen it.
No.
He's a little socialist, this little fucking PC motherfucker.
I'm going to watch it and text you sweating.
Yeah. You're going to have like some beads on your upper lip. All right, go ahead with your next one.
All right.
I should get a Robin Hood tattoo on my hood. Oh my god! I almost put this full! But you know, do you know this show, Jake? The brother from Dinosaurs? And I was like thinking about it and I'm like, he's kind of just Eddie Winslow.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I almost did see Urkel too.
Steve Urkel, not even Stefan, not even when he goes through that handsome machine. Remember he made that
No, because he was too like...
Too swaggy.
Yeah.
Too swaggy. Yeah, he was fuckboy then.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
But Robbie is the perfect amount of...
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Robbie?
Mm-hmm.
And he's on Varsity. Oh my god, look at you, school spirit.
Do you remember the episode where I think he was smoking weed?
The dinosaur? No? What was the weed?
Or like, I don't know, remember if it was like weed or like
Palm
steroids or
trees?
something. I just remember the scene where he's like being called out on it and he's like socks his locker and breaks.
No, I don't remember
They
that
were
at
serious.
all.
This was like Saved by the Bell, but dinosaur.
Caffeine pills,
Yeah.
like after
I'm so
school
excited.
special. They probably put a toll-free number at the end where you could call if you have drug problems.
Probably. All right, your turn.
Oh my god, I don't remember that at all. I'm about to look that up. This is not streaming.
Toxicos.
Yeah, this isn't streaming on anything, huh?
Yeah, it is. On Netflix, I think.
Oh, sick. All right.
Not a plug.
Not a plug.
Okay.
Tramp. Lady. He's a tramp.
I like some spaghetti.
But they love him. Did you see this movie?
Yeah. But
And?
like years ago.
Doggy
Yeah.
style or not? You down for doggy style or not?
Oh, you're gonna be seeing
You trying to find that bone?
some weird
You
shit.
trying to
in
find
my
that bone?
list.
All
Yeah.
right, let's see your next one.
You want me to go weird right away?
I mean, I don't think Tramp's weird. He's not the father. He's not a stepdad. He's the dad that stepped up.
Oh shit. All right. We'll take it easy here.
Oh no, I think those were his kids. Never mind. He just knocked her up. He's the dad that knocked her up. I was thinking of my next one. Bitch.
Did you pick him too?
Literally same fucking picture. Hold on. Pause. Everybody shut the fuck up. Hold on.
Hell yeah.
It's Trent from Daria. He was so cute, huh? His like little ear piercings and he played the guitar and just didn't give a fuck. Yeah, and he talked like this. And you're like, is he Asian? What is he?
Ooh.
I don't know. What do you think they were?
I don't remember.
I think maybe Jane. Did Jane have colored eyes though?
No.
Did she have blue circles?
No.
Yeah, he is such a babe. And his little soul patch.
Mm-hmm. It was every like late 90s, early 2000s dude.
Oh my god, I cannot believe you picked the same picture as me too. That's so funny. Okay, here's the next one. Hear me out.
Hell yeah.
His name's Goonies. He's got a job.
I'd fuck me real hard. That's your favorite picture.
What a nice guy. I should have did one when you had your head shaved.
Dude, I have some really cute pictures from
Head.
from when I was bald. I look like a really cute boy.
All right, go with your next one.
All right, hear me out.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Is this Croc?
Yeah.
Croc from Emperor's New Groove?
Hell yeah. 'Cause he's just
Ditzy?
he's just a dork.
Ditzy
And
and
he talks to squirrels. Come on.
look at them feet. Are you going to suck on that big toe?
That cartoon toe.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? He has 5 on one foot and 4 on one. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
That's my man, baby.
Okay, you could do with this what you will, but it's Aladdin and Jasmine and they're kissing.
No, that's
Make whatever
so
assumptions you
ironic.
want. And the reason I picked this particular picture is because I remember watching it when I was at home. Like when it first came out, I was watching it at home. My parents were sitting on the couch and I was lying on the floor. And I remember when this scene came on, I felt like I had to pee. And I was like, oh, what's this feeling? But I didn't. But all of a sudden I felt like I needed to be by myself. Like I was like, why are there other people here? I just need to rub against something.
The corner of a chair or something.
Yeah. I'm like, can you guys excuse me? I need to sit on my teddy bear.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that's a twofer.
All right. I was going to get weird.
Oh, because it hasn't. You just picked Croc.
Hear me out.
What the fuck is this?
It's Pepe.
From the Muppets?
Yes.
The shrimp? Is he a shrimp?
Yes.
Why? This requires. I demand an explanation.
Have you ever seen him? He's a smooth talker. He's funny as hell.
Does he have a French accent?
Yes. Is it a French accent? Or is it like...
Well, Pepe sounds... Well, Pepe Le Pew, though, has...
like Mexican
But
accent?
Pepe Le Pew is French, too. Oh, I should have picked him.
I don't know. We gotta look that up. We gotta look up his accent.
Oh my gosh, hold on. Jake's got a submission. Hear him out.
What the hell?
What's his name?
I forgot.
Danny DeVito's
Danny
character.
DeVito's character?
That looks strikingly like... I think you just want to fuck Danny DeVito.
But Danny DeVito in Matilda.
He's like a mean dad. It's the daddy issues. Okay, hear me out. You probably haven't seen this one either then.
Aristocats?
Thomas O'Malley. O'Malley the alley cat. I think I just like a rakish boy.
You like him bad?
Yeah, living on the fringes of society. Like, they'll
Not
teach
accepted.
a classy girl a thing or two. Oh my God, that
Jack.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought we were gonna land on the same thing. Yeah.
Jack, yeah. You're right.
Ooh.
That's my type. I like, but also all these guys are broke. 'Cause he's homeless. The tramp is homeless from Lady and the Tramp. Robin Hood steals from the rich and gives to the poor.
Damn. Yeah, some broke ass fools.
What's that about?
I'm gonna talk to your therapist about it.
I know. She's gonna be like, I would rather talk about why you want to fuck cartoons.
Hear me out. And you're gonna love this one.
Oh God. The Grinch. Why?
Yeah. It's gonna be one of those. Eh.
Goonies hates Christmas and she just picked the Grinch.
He just needs some love. You
I'm
know?
speechless. Speechless. Okay, all right. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Bae. Hear me out.
I almost picked him
Bree?
too. Yes.
Oh my God, a blader, not
was
the
on my
fucking
list.
blader, fool.
Yes, he was on my list. Absolutely.
Dude.
We're soul skaters.
what was they were sponsored by like the puppy.
Pup and Suds.
Dude, I thought he was so fucking fine.
He's so cute. I had a poster of him on my wall. When I was
Lucky.
Mm-hmm. All right, ready?
I'm not ready yet. I want to keep looking at him. Not you getting fucking trained by the Wiggles.
4 of the Wiggles. Absolutely.
Consecutively or all at once? What if it can't
surprise me.
What if it can't get hard because it just wiggles?
They could toss my fruit salad.
Yummy. That's wild. Oh my God, you're a freak.
Oh my God, if you guys ever see this, I'm so sorry.
They're gonna invite you backstage. What do you mean, sorry? Oh my God, imagine Goonies ended up being a Wiggles groupie. Do you know the Wiggles? He's probably young enough that he wants to fuck him too. All right, this one. Do you know who that is?
I'm not a Star Wars fan.
Well, you already know, baby Anakin. I know this seems
you guys
creepy.
are probably the same.
I know this seems creepy because he's about 7 here and I'm 37 and I'm 36. But when this movie came out, I was this age and I thought he was
a babe.
I thought he was such a babe. So much so that remember they had like all the Pepsi and Frito-Lay's stuff had them on there. I had a Frito-Lay's bag that had him on it.
With holes in it.
It was taped to my wall. I made a puppet out of it. No, but it was taped to my wall and I would kiss it.
When you felt like you had to pee, you went and out.
And I'm like, my parents just hear crunching. But anyways, yeah. So he is my age, and I will hear nothing else different.
This is my last one. Ready?
Yeah.
Hear me out.
What the fuck?
We've all thought it. We've all thought it.
No.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Is it? I don't know if I'm supposed to feel like I have to pee. Okay, this is my last one. Hear me out. I don't know if you'll get this one either, but
Tuxedo Mask.
Darian, yeah.
Yeah.
I put both of him for a reason. He's bae too.
Wow. He could rhyme.
Anytime. He could rhyme and he makes me slime.
Gross. You thought my Dipsy was fucking...
Dipsy is crazy. That I feel like is pedophilia.
Okay, honorary mentions.
I feel like Dipsy is a baby.
George of the Jungle.
Mine was Steve Buscemi.
Ooh, no, he's... Yeah. Dead or alive?
Wait, he's not dead.
Steve Buscemi? Oh, no, I'm thinking... What was the...
I guess. Whatever your kink is.
I don't know why I got him confused with that chef everyone's obsessed with.
Guy Fieri?
No.
Gordon Ramsay?
No.
Oh, Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fuckable too.
Yeah. Hey, Arnold.
Football head. You trying to get some football head?
Yeah. Professor from Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, yeah. That jaw. He looks like John Hamm.
Oh, yeah. Casper.
Very friendly ghost. You get ghosted.
But would it be the ghost or the Devon
Sawa?
Sawa, yeah.
Devon Sawa was a babe, but I was more of a Jonathan Taylor Thomas. What about the goth brother on that show?
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
He was on a podcast recently where he was talking about that episode, but I didn't watch it. They were like, what was up with that?
I know. I saw it. I'll fill you guys in since Goonies brought this up and has no facts. He said something along the lines of, like, there was a writer or somebody in production on that show whose son was goth or something, and was getting a hard time about it, but he was like accepted his son or something, so it was like a love letter to his son, kind of.
Oh.
Which was, I thought it was cute. Goonies is like, oh,
Story of my life.
you're the worst.
Oh, my other one was Sully from Monsters Inc.
No, why? Sully doesn't have sex.
He doesn't have the reproductive.
He's unsullied.
He doesn't have the organs for that.
But I mean, I guess Monsters got a well, no, Mike Wazowski had a straight up hyena.
And she has snakes in her
And
head.
she has snakes.
Jake, do you have any more?
Well, the first one that you put, not the guy, the girl, the glasses, goofy movie.
Wait, you like the girl with the glasses?
Yeah.
Stacy, talk to me, talk to me, baby. I just want to
She's
say,
all-
yay.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the whole shit going on with that Marvelous Ink guy? This is the latest, and not the latest. We're probably late to it. But one of the later tattoo headlines, tattoo gossip, tattoo dramas. Marvelous Ink, Cholito from LA.
I'll just give you my side, and then whatever she wants to add to it or whatever, she could say whatever she's going to say. So I get an appointment one day. A family comes in. I think they're cousins or sisters, or I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. So everybody, I always check IDs. And if you don't have a notarized letter, you got to go get one, right? So these girls didn't even need one. They all had their identification and shit. And I tapped this one. And later on, one of the girls contacts her cousin, or she'll tell you, I don't know who she was, and to make an appointment with me. And I end up tagging her, and we end up, flirting back and forth. And one night we chilled, and she got
Already.
pregnant. This is
They
the
chilled
mother
and she
of
got
my
pregnant.
daughter, Davina.
So the truth about all this is that, yes, how me and Daniel
Yeah.
met was
You know
my
him?
sister went to get a
Oh.
tattoo. She invited me over. I went over. I liked his work. I already had work done on myself. So I made an appointment with him. Before, getting into the tattoo, he did ask for my identification. Yes, I did have a fake ID, of course, because I already have tattoos. So I know how it goes. They ID you.
Now let me show you her side.
Making appointments, kept getting tattoos. It was all very professional until it wasn't one day we started texting. We got involved, and that's it. I left the state after finding out I was pregnant. Everyone has this narrative that me and him were in a relationship, when in reality, I never even lived in Los Angeles since I got pregnant. So I didn't let him know about the baby or anything until I happened to be in Los Angeles visiting, and I ran into him in the Santa Fe swap meet. I seen him with another woman, and I decided to, I don't know, I guess that was my chance
And
to
that's
let
his
him know
letter,
that I
baby.
was pregnant. Unfortunately,
We
he
were dancing
never,
the oldies, holding a michelada.
he found out along with his baby mom that
What's
I
her
was
fake ID?
underage. I was not 16. I was 17 years old. That's it. I was 8 months pregnant. He found out I was pregnant along with finding out
This
that I
fucking
lied about my
maniacal,
age.
dude.
Yes, I lied about my age. I wanted to get a tattoo. But that's about it. That's the end of the story. There's not more to it. The people who know Daniel know that he has high morals and is far beyond that. That's exactly why I'm doing this right now. I'm putting my face out right now. I'm telling the world that I lied, because he's not the man that they're putting him out to be.
Oh, good on her.
It's my mistake. So I do have to face
Well, you're not gonna
the
like this.
consequences of my actions.
Apparently, she let out this statement on his YouTube channel.
Oh, so you think he told her, like, you gotta do this?
I mean, I don't know. But you know what it's like being a fucking stupid-ass 16, 17-year-old girl? Like, she could have easily, or she, was feeling bad, whatever. Like, at the end of the day, like, I think that it is, yes, commendable of her. But I also feel like she's still the kid in the situation, right? Like, okay, because I want you to hear the way he talks in this video and takes zero accountability.
A girl came in with her family. They had all their shit. The one girl who I thought was fucking 20 years old, I end up hooking up with. Is that my fault? It's my fault for messing with the client, yeah. But I didn't know the girl was a little girl. How this started was a girl came. and she came with her family or whatever. Not her, but her family made the appointment. I don't know if it was her aunt or somebody that she brought with her. They came again, tatted them again. And this is the thing. When they first came, I don't work at a shop.
Mhm.
I work from home. You know, when you go to a shop, you take copies of your ID and shit like that. I don't do all that shit. So this girl came, right? One of the girls pops out her ID, like if I needed to make a copy. The other ones all did too. So I looked at them. No, I don't need to do that. That's cool. You guys are all of age, whatever. The girl happened to have an ID that she borrowed, which is a fake ID, whatever. You know?
But you're not really looking at it close enough to think that.
Well, the girl in the picture, it looks like her. The same shit. You know, I'm not going to right here grill everybody. If you do look underage, hell yeah, I'm going to card you.
Is that what happened with this girl?
No, because they all had their shit.
In one hand, he says she had a fake ID, but then he also says how he didn't end up looking. They all pulled out their IDs, so he just didn't even look at their IDs. That he's like, nah, you guys are good. Like, you're all with your family, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he's trying to pass the buck in this and saying, like, oh, but she came through with a fake ID. But I saw another tattooer, a guy, or I don't even know if he was a tattooer, but a male podcaster talking about how, like, if you have to check IDs before you smash, you're fucking disgusting.
Because she looks young, too.
Yeah, she looks young. Even if she does look older, I feel like as tattooers, okay, we all shit the bed on paperwork sometimes, right? We don't do it as much as we should. But you kind of got to take whatever comes with that. Like, if you fuck up, you fuck up. And this time, he royally fucked up.
Also, don't fuck around with your clients.
That's what another tattooer was saying, too. Like, don't fuck your clients. How about that?
Right.
And the crazy part that you didn't even hear in this is when she runs into him at the Santa Fe Springs swap meet, he's with his other baby mama who's all... Oh, did he say that?
Yeah.
Who's also pregnant. So he has twins. One of them by a 16-year-old.
17,
sorry. Let me not make him seem like a pervert.
That's just dumb. He shouldn't have fucking done that. And she wasn't gonna fucking know better. She's a kid, you know?
Mm-hmm. What I don't like is that, I mean, yes, good for her. She's taking accountability for whatever lies she told, but I feel like she's just too young to realize, like, this fool probably knew you weren't 18. Or if he didn't know, he didn't fucking care. Because how do you guys not even get into that conversation?
If you guys are that balls deep into your
Literally
tattoo sessions,
yeah.
how do you not bring that up?
Yeah, like, oh, so how old are you? What do you do for a living? Where do you live? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like she's just still under the spell. She's probably still trying to make things work with her baby dad. Like, you know, her parents are probably fucking pissed that she got pregnant in the first place. Because that's how parents be. And I was thinking about, like, the whole way I got my apprenticeship was, I was in high school at this time. One of my friends was being with the guy of the shop where I apprenticed at. And she was a whole ass teenager too. And he was a whole ass adult. And, like, I just think, like, that is so crazy. Like, we used to go in high school and just kick it at this shop. Like, can you imagine us having teenagers hanging out in here and just not, like, fucking drinking with them and smoking weed with them? Like,
no.
There's times where I tattoo 18-year-olds and I feel like such an old lady. I'm like, so what's the word on the street?
It's the video. Yeah, it's the video on Instagram where it's like, oh no, like this is a bar, you can't drink here, and they're like, oh no, I was born in 2004. And they're like,
oh, doing
you're
the
over
math.
21. Yeah, they're like, so you're like,
who's 18 this year? What year is 18 this year?
2000.
2006.
We don't math.
2006, 2007 is 18 right now. I graduated in 2000. Well, I didn't graduate, but in 2007.
I graduated high school in
Shut the fuck up.
Graduate?
Huh?
You graduated?
No, Jake. And if you did your job once in a while, you would know that because we've talked about this on the podcast you're filming.
Every episode.
That you filmed every episode but one. And that one, I wasn't here. So it couldn't have been that one.
No, we talked about it on the podcast. About you not graduating high school. Like,
you're like, we're all worried.
Sanae.
Anyways, you didn't ever worked with any, like, creepers like that? How old were you when you started your apprenticeship?
I was 18, 19. I don't remember being, like, any, like, underage kids trying to come in. And
yeah, that's so crazy.
I've had them try to come in while I've been a tattooer while I was working at street shops and be like, well, I already have tattoos. I'm like, that doesn't matter to me. Like,
See, and that's something too that back where the first shop I worked at, that it was like I don't even think this was a real law, but if they had a tattoo, you could tattoo them or something. But, and then did you notice in one of the videos he was like something about a notarized letter?
yeah, but who's gonna go through that fucking?
And I don't think that matters.
I don't think that's a thing. If you look it up
not in California.
Yeah, I would think if you look it up on Google right now, it says you have to be 18 in the state of California, no matter what.
Where are the parents in this situation?
When she was out getting tattooed,
I feel like that's like, okay, even though her parents should definitely be looking out for her better.
That's what I mean.
Like, he's still like
a grown-ass fucking...
A grown-ass fool. Allegedly. All of this is alleged. Do not come for us. We don't know any of this to be fact. We're just speculating wildly.
He looks like a fool.
I just don't really put it past him. Not even personally, because I obviously don't know him, but there are some creeps in the tattoo world.
What if it was reversed?
So, okay, the girl's an adult tattooer and the boy is a young boy.
It's still fucking gross.
Disgusting, dude.
That's like teachers fucking their students.
And people always like try to spin it and be like, oh, I would have been stoked if I was a kid. Like, I mean, I'm glad you could hide your trauma and stokedness, but that still is completely inappropriate and it's still gonna fuck you up.
That's so gnarly.
Having a conversation with a 20-year-old, you could tell when someone's young. There's no way this fool thought she was 18.
And nothing about a 20-year-old to me is attractive.
No.
They're just dumb kids still.
Definitely means he was like fucking... He was grooming her.
I definitely think that's a possibility that he was grooming her, especially if they had multiple sessions. That's why I don't believe it, dude. If he didn't ask how old she was, there's a reason. Because, like, after tattooing someone multiple times, spending hours with them, especially if he's a black and gray artist, this fool probably spends so much time with her. Like,
right.
And you didn't ask nothing about her life that helped you, if not her exact age, draw conclusions to, oh, she's young as fuck.
Right.
You never said, hey, remember this? And she said, no, what is that? And then you were like, oh, shit. She doesn't know because she doesn't know what King of Pets is. Because I'm way fucking older than her. Even if this was a complete accident, you need to take your fucking L. You need to do your time. Her parents should be pressing charges because you had no business tattooing this little girl.
Right.
And that's that.
And you obviously aren't empathetic to the fact that this was a huge fuck up.
The perfect response would have been, I fucked up. I didn't do my due diligence. I hooked up with my client. And I'm going to make things as right as possible from here on out. But the way he's like, oh, I don't know what her parents have going on. Yeah, she took responsibility. It's just such a creeper response. One time, I think I've talked about it a little bit on this, but I don't think you were here. I had met this tattooer he got tattooed by somebody at the shop I apprenticed at. And at that time, I was like 17. But anyways, this has nothing to do with being underage. At this time, I was of age. But he had offered me a spot at his place somewhere in Silver Lake, I think it was. And so remember how before when you would go like for an interview somewhere, you would take someone to tattoo them? Like, it's not considered weird for you to take someone with you to a tattoo interview because they would watch you tattoo before. Like, this was before Instagram, you know?
Yeah.
So I get offered this job. And this guy, it's a guy, and I told him that I was going to bring somebody to tattoo them. And he's like, oh, it's okay. You don't need to. And something about it, like, I didn't feel safe. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm still going to bring someone, but they can wait in the car or whatever. And this fool went off on me.
I remember you telling me.
And he was talking about, like, how unprofessional it is if I'm going to bring someone with me. And I'm like, oh, like, they're just going to wait in the car. And he's like, you'll never make it in this industry if you can't stand on your own 2 feet, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, cool, you were going to me.
I remember one of the, like, my last straw about giving out my personal number because when I was apprenticing, yeah. This was like, I don't know if it was like Facebook days that I started posting like all my work and stuff or whatever. But on my card, I had to put my phone number and my Facebook so they could see like my shit or whatever. And then I was passing out cards in like downtown Fullerton. The worst fucking place back in the day to pass out cards because you got a bunch of fucking idiots. And some guy hit me up and was like, "Oh, you give me your card and like down to Fullerton and whatever." I was at the shop like still like in my I think it was still in my apprenticeship or it was still like in the very beginning of my career. And and he was like, "Oh, like it'd be cool if you did a like tattoo party at my house and stuff." And I'm like, "No, I don't do that." And he's like, oh, "Okay." He's like, "Well, what are you up to right now?" And I'm like, "I'm at work. Like, do you need something? Like, are you trying to set an appointment? Like, what's going on?" And he's like, "No, I just wanted to like see what you were up to and stuff." And I'm like, "Don't fucking call me anymore." I'm like, "That's not what I fucking gave you my card for." And he's like, "Damn." He's like, I was just trying to like make a friend and I don't know what and shit." And I'm like, "Fuck you. Fuck you." And he kept like trying to like text me and stuff. And then like after a while, I'm like, "Oh, you have the wrong number." And he's like, "Oh, this isn't like Goonies." I'm like, "No." And he just stopped texting or calling after that. Like, don't be a fucking creep. Like, don't be fucking weird in general. But like, if somebody's like trying to give you like, or trying to get business or something off of like their like genuine business, like don't take advantage.
Like it's a business transaction or a business connection. Like I don't even know. I think it's somebody that I must have given my card to, but my old phone number, for a long time, someone would call me and just like breathe heavy on the other line. Like on Hey Arnold, the guy that's like
uh-huh.
And yeah, it just always seemed like someone was jacking off on the other end, and it's weird they never said anything.
That's gross. Jesus.
Yeah. I miss him. Have you ever had like a client say that you can't tattoo them or like their girlfriend won't let them get tattooed by you? Or
I mean, I feel like we've all had clients or female tattooers. I've all had clients that have been like, I feel more comfortable getting tattooed by women than I do by men. But I don't think I've had any. I think it's more common for guys tattooers to get like I don't want my girlfriend getting tattooed by you, by a male client, like tattooer.
I've had.
You had somebody say like,
no, not because of their. Oh yes, actually, yes. I have two stories. So one time, I had a guy that came into the shop in downtown Fullerton, all just fucked up, and he was like, I was in the middle of a tattoo, I think. Maybe it was my up or something, because I was talking to them, whatever, and he's like, hey, no offense. He's like, but I'd never let a female touch me with a tattoo machine. And I was like, all right. That's pretty gay.
Cool. Yeah.
Like, all right, guy, I guess. Yeah, all right, then I guess a guy could do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said no offense. Like, I'm like, oh, none taken.
Oh, so you're gay.
Yeah. So you want a man to shave you, to lather you up, shave you, rub you down with stencil stuff, and sit with you for 2 hours at a time. And then another time, I remember I was so pissed. So I literally made an appointment. Walked in this appointment with the walk-in, got a deposit from them, come in the next day, and one of my coworkers is tattooing them. Oh, I was so fucking livid. I walk in, he's tattooing them, and then like he sees me walk in, like, what the fuck, He comes and pulls me aside, and he's like, hey, so his girlfriend didn't want him getting tattooed by a girl, so here's the deposit back. I'm doing it. And I remember being so mad because I was like,
first of all, bitch, you could have told me.
And tell them to fuck off then. Yeah. Tell them your deposit's gone. If you don't want her to do it, you're not getting it done because that's who you made the appointment with. And this fool straight fucking did my tattoo. The appointment was locked in. Like, that was my appointment for the fucking day. And you know what? When you're at that stage in your career, like, if you have something booked that day, you're like, sweat off my back. I survived one more fucking day. Right. And this fool fucking did it. And I remember that, like, mine and his relationship at that point just changed. Like, I was like, dude, fuck you, like, you're a fucking sellout.
Don't swipe other people's fucking appointments no matter what.
Yeah. Like, if it would have been, say he had left his deposit with a guy and then just decided, oh, I don't want that guy to do it after all. Like, can you do it? They would have been like, oh, no, man, I can't. Like, there's no way. Like, that's stepping on someone's toes. But it was like, because I know for a fact it's like because it was a girl thing. And it's like, I don't know. I like totally let myself get punked in that situation. But there was the guy with his fucking girlfriend sitting in the station getting tattooed. And I was just like,
Jesus Christ.
and then I had to sit there, you know, in the same shop with them for however long it took him to do the tattoo.
I had a
Just
somewhat
fucking
similar,
seething.
yeah. I had a somewhat like similar situation with one of my best friends. His mom, I guess, went looking for me at a shop I used to work at, and she didn't know that I wasn't working there anymore. And somebody in that shop was like, "Oh, but I'll do your tattoo. What do you want to get?" And she like kind of felt pressured to like actually get the tattoo. And now she's like, "I don't like it. Like, would you be able to like cover it and like do something else and stuff?" And I'm like, "Fucking trash." Like,
Yeah. That's so fucked up when they could have easily been like,
oh,
and
she's at this shop, or like,
Yeah.
this is her information, or like,
and even if you don't want to do that, she's just not here anymore. Like, oh, fucking assholes. And then she's like an older lady, so it's probably so easy to
Yeah.
bully her because she doesn't know her way around the tattoo world.
yeah. So it's that shit was fucking bullshit.
Oh, man. We're already at an hour?
Oh my god, I have to pee.
Do you want to go real quick?
Can I?
I guess so, Goonies. All right, well,
Well,
maybe you could sit in for Goonies while she's taking a shit or starting her period or whatever.
all right. So, for everybody that doesn't know me, my name is Jake.
Yeah, this is Jake,
Yeah.
guys. They do know you, and I don't think they've ever met you for real.
So, I always bring up the AI to the guys here. Sanae's not a guy, but you know what I mean. What are your thoughts on AI and tattoos?
Here, you want to sit by me? Okay, so here's my thoughts is I hate it. But I don't think it's really anything that's gonna end up working out. I mean, maybe in years and years and years, but in our lifetime, I don't think AI is gonna get it down to where it can tattoo human skin the way a tattooer can.
What about AI image generating though? Because you can put like make
references.
yeah, like because I know everybody like in the industry uses references for everything, and even back then it was just books, but now you could put like make a traditional rose, and then you can ask it to make a spin on it.
Do you have any thoughts? Get closer. Okay, they're gonna say something.
I mean, the way I've thought about it is doing like taking back, like, I don't know, like fighting back by taking like references off of AI, you know? Like maybe you might find something, like might generate something cool, but like redraw it as your own.
I like that. Okay.
I like that. Like, since people are going to do it anyways, you might as
Yeah.
well use it to your advantage too, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I think that it's totally, I mean, it's unfortunate because it's pretty much just making an amalgamation of, or an amalgam, I don't know, whatever. Let me stop trying to use big words. It's making like just a big old like flurry of all the stuff that it has taken from other artists online, right?
Yeah.
So you ask for a traditional rose, it's going to run through a bunch of traditional roses and make one for yourself or for you. I think that that's sucks, but whatever. That's the times that we live in. But I just think that you should be open to your tattoo artist because it might make you something that's not correct by the art guidelines or standards, right? So like there might be rules in Japanese tattooing, and it might make you a Japanese tattoo and it doesn't follow those rules just because it doesn't know better yet. For instance, here's a rule. In Japanese tattooing, subjects are typically color and backgrounds are black and gray. Okay? So it might not know that yet. So if it makes you a full color design and your tattoo artist is like, oh, this is cool, but the background should be black and gray, you should at least listen to your artist on that. Like you can use stuff from it, but just remember that it hasn't quite learned everything yet.
Right now, even when you put in prompts and stuff like that, there's specific things on how you ask it. So as people start to feed into that algorithm and like those prompts, it'll start to get a little bit smarter in that way and do that. I actually had this conversation with one of my buddies today too, like how anything that we do nowadays that's service based, right? So like tattooing is human services, like, and then like me, guitar tech stuff, like hands, metals, tools. It's kind of gonna be one of those things where it's super like, oh wow, like that person actually draws that, like that's insane. So I feel like this industry, tattoo industry in general, will eventually like be something that's like, oh, like back then they didn't even have like a computer to reference or no photos or AI. Now you just have to do everything. So even seeing the designs now, because I used to do a lot of filming with tattoo industry people, and I used to just sit there and be like, whoa, man, like how is this even possible to like take from this to this? And the AI stuff, I mean, it's pretty insane, like just what it's capable of doing, and it speeds up the process. But I feel like that's what's lacking in the world right now is that
Like the novelty of hand done.
yeah, hand done, like taking time. And I feel like there's some artists that can, like Jimmy, who can bang out a design.
Oh, like Jimmy.
Oh
yeah,
God.
yeah, I've seen him.
Oh,
Before.
like Jimmy.
Yeah.
He's Jimmy's biggest fan.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot.
weren't we just talking about Up the Bitches earlier? I know.
Oh my God.
I was thinking, like, okay, when you first brought up the AI thing, I was thinking about how the robots are now doing tattoos.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, even when they get smart enough to execute, like, the perfect tattoo, it's going to be at that point, there's going to be people that appreciate handmade stuff
Like
and people,
organic.
and then people that buy prints, you
Yeah.
know? Like, so there will be people that are, like, just happy enough buying an IKEA picture of Marilyn Monroe. And there's going to be people that want to actually buy hand-painted stuff to hang in their homes,
Yeah.
right? Like,
The crowd will be so small then. Like the amount of people who will know how to paint, how to draw. Because like kids don't even know how to do
Right.
cursive nowadays.
damn, how are you going to write your vato in jail?
Yeah.
How you gonna write
But-
this fool that in
Yeah.
LA?
Yeah, but it's pretty crazy with the AI stuff. I feel like even with video editing and like color grading stuff, it's like getting pretty advanced. But for those of you guys who don't know, there's a couple versions of ChatGPT now. There's like ChatGPT 4.0, and then there's the Pro, and I just got the Pro version, and wow.
Imagine he was talking like Stephen Hawking. He's like, and I just got the pro version.
Yeah.
I don't need to talk anymore.
I
Yeah.
just installed it in my cell.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Like it allows you to go into different websites and log you in, and
We're in a Black
designs.
Mirror
Yeah.
episode.
We're in a Black Mirror episode.
definitely. What would you say or recommend to artists that are kind of competing with this, right? Because you come from a little bit of the older times of like you didn't have any computers.
I don't think it's a competition.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's a lot of people are just more worried that it's stealing people's original artwork and putting it into the program and
Okay.
spewing out.
That's one of the interesting things, actually. So one,
Yeah, I
like
don't
more
feel
the
worried about it either.
the super like famous artists, if you put into the prompt like, hey, make me like I'll give you like a old school like rockabilly style guy. He's Vince Ray.
Hmm.
Like if you try to put that, it won't allow you because of copyright issues.
Oh, that's
Like,
cool.
Yeah, so it's awesome that they're doing that because there's different kinds of AI, right? So the most commonly known one is ChatGPT, but there's ones that are like they're not as restricted.
ChatGPT.
Yeah,
Chat
just like
BBW.
all the crazy ones that people come up with. And there's even custom ones now that you can make too. So like, let's say like you want it on a website, right? And you're like, you want it to interact with a possible client. You ask it questions like, hey, give me a reference photo from my Instagram of the style that you want, and like add any other details, and then they can communicate with the AI and it'll grab whatever and then it'll send it to you, versus like them completely like being
Am I about
lost.
to never draw again?
Yeah, it's speeding things up, but then like foundationally you almost have to like be fucking 1 million on your process, like because these people are gonna come in with everything that they want.
Putting 30 pounds of shit in a 20-pound bag.
Yeah, and then now it's like, hey man, I had this design that I want to get, but I saw this and this reference. Can you come up with it? Like, what, to me, I look at that and like I think that's awesome, but then what about the generation that's after this one right now that didn't learn how to draw like that? When Wayne was here, wasn't that pretty crazy? I was saying he'd rather have like physical, like guys
Yeah.
come in and see the artwork and things like that. And I think
Mhm.
that's super awesome. I mean, even that stencil right there of Sailor Jerry that he did behind you. I mean, you got to think that somebody took that time to do that. And then now it's like, shit.
Now it's an artifact.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it sucks, and I think maybe it's scary for some people, but I just don't really. I try not to live in a scarcity mindset when it comes to tattooing, because if there's like one thing that I've been sure of from the day I started tattooing is that I'm a motherfucking tattoo. Like, the whole, like, right now everyone's complaining that the industry's slow, and like, yeah, sure, it might be slow, or like booking might be going slow. But I've never, like, even thought, like, oh, what will I do instead? Like, I would literally rather pick up a side job to allow me to tattoo than throw in the towel. Like, that's just not happening.
Altogether.
Yeah, like, that's just never gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a part of the reason why, I don't want to say, like, why I've succeeded, but why I've persevered maybe through
Yeah.
hard times. And this is just another thing that we're gonna have to learn to persevere through and with, because I think maybe, like, I think there might be a boom all of a sudden of people coming in with a bunch of AI shit, or like even these robot tattooers, things like that. But everything's just going to be a trend, and then it's going to be like vintage stuff is going to be back in, and we're the vintage stuff or whatever,
And you can
It's
tell
just,
what's gonna like die out
Yeah.
almost
yeah.
immediately.
It's interesting though. Tattooing for a long time was outcast. Like everything now is just super popular with tattoos, but there was a time like, oh, if you walked somewhere and then somebody had a face tattoo, it was like, oh shoot, like this dude has a fucking face tat. Like that's crazy. Like be careful. But now it's like so common. So then like I feel like even like you saying that, like that's a statement in itself. That's like saying like regardless of whatever we're gonna go through, I'm still gonna be doing this. And I feel like that's the reason why people are so scared and won't stick to it, because they don't
Yeah.
have that mentality of sticking to that statement, because they don't fucking actually love it. They're not
Yeah.
really for it. It's like a trend thing that kind of happens. It's like interesting.
The style of tattooing that we do, right? Like, they're both derivatives. Neither one of us does straight up traditional, but they're both derivatives of traditional. And I think that that's already something that not everybody is seeking. Like, right now, people want, well, we're in Southern California, so people want realistic black and gray, or everybody wants fine line shit, right? Which is something we can do, but we don't really do. And I think those are the things that people are going to be wanting from AI. So, like, the people that want the old school, more outlined tattoos, Victorian, or like traditional, like American traditional, or like a cutesy spin, whatever. Like, I think that they're gonna be still seeking out people that can do those things for them. So, though we might feel some effects of them, I think we're like pretty secure in, because we're not a trend. Like, what we're
Yeah.
doing isn't a trend. Like, it's, something that's kind of become its own genre. Which, even like with the black and gray stuff, like black and gray realism, there will probably be machines and fucking, the fucking AI coming up with concepts or doing the actual tattoos, but there's gonna be people that still want that real life, like, I don't know, just want the authentic thing done by a
Yeah.
real person, because there's nothing fucking cooler than that.
No.
Like,
Yeah. It's pretty wild
Part of
though.
the experience.
Yeah.
I think that the people that are going to be getting these AI tattoos are going to be like the people that are getting SoundCloud rapper tattoos. They don't want good ones. They just want a lot of them. They don't care about the authenticity. They don't
Yeah.
care about, the whatever. Like, so I think there's a place for everyone. Like,
Yeah.
but it just is what it fucking is.
I've never thought about it like that before. That's
Yeah.
freaking pretty interesting for sure.
I think it's just
'cause-
what you
Yeah.
value,
Yeah. And I mean, I've always been a big proponent of anything handmade and like things like that, especially just in my world, it's like fixing stuff and, especially working like on vintage gear and seeing how all that shit works. It's like, damn, like, no wonder why they use this or they did this. And I'm sure there's certain things that you do, like, of course, this is why you do this like this, because, skin is laid out a specific way, then certain positions and, whatever kind of tools that you use. And I feel like at least robots and AI, I don't think it'll get there as fast as people think.
Right. And
You
it
know?
too has to learn.
I don't know how many generations later from now that'll be like a solid thing, but it could be. Or like
Yeah, I
it
mean, I thi-
analyzes, because I've seen like AR augmented reality stuff that does that, and it'll scan your arm and it'll do things. But I mean, I don't know how far they're like, oh, we're
And
even
who knows
that's
what the
far-fetched.
cost is going to be on that?
Yeah,
Like, is it going to be cheaper than going to a real person? Because it might not be,
Yeah.
because the technology alone is going to
Right.
be.
imagine that at Walmart though. Like you just pull up, like, hey, I want to
Yeah.
let me get a quick
the
tat.
heart or like the
Oh, like the blood pressure cup?
Yeah. But even at that, the material that will be used to make tattoos, because and I could be completely wrong, but wasn't lead pretty big? Early
I don't
days?
know about in tattoo ink, but I don't see why it wouldn't be, since there was literally lead in our dishes, in our wallpaper,
Yeah.
and our
I think
whatever.
it was like the most in like red ink or something. No, that's why
don't
people
know,
were
but-
getting like allergic reactions to
Yeah.
it.
I know that American inks, there's a lot that aren't allowed in the UK.
Yeah.
Remember how for a while, like, you
Yeah.
could not. There's this ink that is pretty big in America now. It's called Dermaglow. This is not an ad, but if you want to be an ad, hit us up.
Hit us up.
But for a while, like, it was hard to find here because they had outlawed a bunch of American ink in England, so people started having to turn to that.
Damn.
And it's because our American ink apparently has shit that by UK standards is not acceptable.
Oh.
So I could imagine back in the day, lead was like,
Yeah. I mean,
Popping.
yeah.
yeah.
I remember
It's-
when we were little, that's when like Lucas got banned, the Mexican candy got banned because
Yeah.
there was lead in it.
Yeah.
And like we were eating that shit by the fucking handful. So and that was in the 90s. So back
yeah.
in the day, I'm sure there was
Even in the guitar world, for a lot of guitar bodies and things like that, is the same car paint as the 50s and 60s. So it was like nitrocellulose, and a lot of guys were spraying those in the factories and like, oh yeah, it's cool, like we're good. And then a lot of them ended up with like severe health problems.
well, that's like the term Mad Hatter is like a real thing.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Because the Mad Hatter comes from, I guess, whatever they would use to cure the hats, like the leather on the hats, would literally make hatters go mad back in the day.
Oh,
and
wow.
so they would all just be these crazy guys. So
Yeah.
Mad Hatter became a term. Like, people would say, like, oh, he's as mad as a hatter because these
Yeah.
guys are just off their fucking rockers from all the chemicals they were absorbing.
Yeah.
I just asked Chad GPT, did there used to be lead in tattoo ink? Yes, historically, some tattoo inks did contain heavy metals, including lead. Lead, along with other metals like mercury, cadmium,
Yeah.
chromium, and arsenic, was sometimes used in creative, vibrant colors such as reds, yellows, green. Oh, you're right, reds.
Yeah.
This is more common before the modern safety standards were widely adopted, roughly before the 20th century.
Yeah, like pretty bad for your health. But I'll let Goonies get back over here, but that was your AI segment.
Thanks, AI Jake. All right. Well, I feel like we're at a time that we should start winding down now, right? Goonies, do you have any cover up stories? Anything for segments?
No. You had one, no?
I do kind of have one. So I guess we'll roll the intro. So this is our tattoo cover-up segment. It has nothing to do with tattoo cover-ups, but it does have to do with stuff that you aren't too proud of. So that could be anything regrettable, shameful, embarrassing, something you wish you didn't do. And this one, I made a mistake, but it turned out okay, but it could have turned out very fucking bad. I was in New Orleans with one of my friends, okay? And she will remain nameless, but She got so fucked up and I did not. But I was drunk. At this time, it was during one of the reopenings after COVID, so there was like a last call in New Orleans, which I don't think there usually is. So she was dying. She was already fucked up, so she was dying to continue partying, right? So in New Orleans, I don't know what it's like normally, but at this time, especially during the closures, everyone's white or black. You don't see another Latino for miles, right? So we end up meeting these other Latinos. It's a group of 2 girls and 2 guys, right? And like they end up being cool, whatever. And they're like, finally, it's last call. And they're like, oh, we're going to after hours. They're from there. Oh, we're going to after hours at this place. You guys should come. You know, it's at a bar. So we're like, okay, seems safe enough. It's at a bar.
Mm-hmm.
It's right down the way. First we said no. And this guy goes, dude, come on. He's like, I think maybe one of the girls that he was with or something was from out of town. He's like, come on, drinks on me. Just come through. First mistake, right? Like, why is this guy being so nice? He grabs $100 bill and stuffs it into my purse. Had like one of those pockets on the side that didn't have a zipper. He shoves it into there. He's like, drinks are on me, or like whatever, around on me. You guys should come. So we're like, all right, fuck it. Let's just go. Thinking I'm going to be on some city girl shit. Like, I'm like, $100, right? We end up walking with them. So as we're walking, mind you, they're all supposed to be Latinos. We're walking with them, and they had like they were speaking Spanish, but I think they were like mixed of some sort. So a girl asked me how to pronounce my name again, and I tell her it's Sanae. And then I hear the other girl go, oh, I was born there. She thinks I'm saying Sinai, which is not in a Latin American country, right? Mount Sinai, like that's like fucking Middle East somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, wait, are these girls like Middle Eastern? Like what's going, like I'm confused. Like there's already like something happening that I'm like, something, whatever. Like it puts me on edge that I'm like, it's just not matching up with what they said. Cause they said they were like Peruvian or Colombian or something, whatever. So as we're walking further, one of the guys is super fucked up and being so annoying. And then the other guy's like, he's being cool, but he's like being too much on my level. Like, cause my friend was all fucked up too, right? So he's like, oh, don't you hate when people get like this? Like, oh, I hate being like the sober one of the group, whatever. And I felt like he was pandering to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is fucking weird too, right? Like,
how long were you guys walking?
At this point, it's getting too long. We're still on the main strip, but it's getting too long. Like, we're now further away from our hotel, which I got pissed at my friend because she told him what hotel we're staying at. And I'm like, you don't do that. Like, you don't tell strangers where you're fucking staying, you know?
Right.
You could say what area, whatever, but we don't fucking know these people.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, we're walking too far now, and I'm already feeling like this is fucking weird. And I'm feeling weird that there happens to be 2 girls. It's feeling like they're there to disarm us. There's this drunk guy that's just on my friend's level that's having so much fun with her. And then there's a sober guy that's on my level that's like, oh, don't you hate? Like, it's just feeling very planned out, you know? So finally we start getting too far. And in New Orleans, there's a Harrah's casino there. So finally, like, I'm like, we should go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom because I'm like, a casino, right? Like, you can't get abducted at a casino. Like, everything's on fucking lock there. Like, they don't fucking play.
Right.
And they're like, oh, we're not too far. And I was like, no, we have to pee. So me and my friend, like, pour into the bathroom, and these 2 girls, the 2 girls that were in the group, come with us. Me and my friend are in the stall together, and I pull out the $100 because I'm like, this seems fucking weird now. I pull out the $100, bitch. I still have it. It says on there, for studio use only, not effective tender or whatever. Like, it literally says on there that it's fake fucking money, and it looks real as fuck.
Right.
But it says it's for, like, it's studio quality, I guess, money. And so I'm like, oh shit. And like, I'm like trying to fucking slap her around. Like, wake up. Look at this. It's fake. Like, we're about to get fucking kidnapped. Like,
Right.
wherever they are taking us, they're not buying us drinks. Like, and she's like, wait, what the fuck, whatever. So I think these girls, I'm like, I don't know if they're actually with them, if these bitches are being played too. So we're still in the bathroom. I'm like, hey, guys, I'm like, don't go out there. I'm like, these guys are fucking up to something. And they're like, oh, what are you talking about? Whatever. And so we tell them, this fucking money is fake. Like, they told us they were going to buy us drinks, blah, blah. But me and my friend are still in the bathroom. She's like finishing peeing or whatever. And they're like, oh my God, they're acting like they're so scared too. Like, this is so fucking weird. We finally get out of the stall. These bitches are gone. And we're like, that's weird. Because any girl that, you know how bathrooms are when you're drunk. Like, you guys are home. Yeah. Like, you guys have each other's back no matter what. Especially in a situation like this. Like, there's no way. So we're like, what the fuck? Like, there's no one here. Like, and then these two black girls walk in. So I tell them, like, just on our way out, I'm like, hey, if these two guys hit on you, like, do not fucking talk to them. Do not, like, whatever. We tell them what's up really quick. And they're like, oh, thanks, whatever. So we're thinking maybe these girls are right outside the bathroom. We walk out, nowhere to be found. These guys, nowhere to be fucking found. And we're like, oh shit, like, I think they were trying to fucking traffic us. Like, we even walked to the front of the casino because I was like, okay, we'll at least get our Uber to pull up, like, right, because you know how the valet guy is right there?
Right.
I'm like, we'll have the Uber come to the valet station, like, so we don't have to walk at all. We never saw them. They were gone with the fucking wind, dude.
Jesus Christ.
When we were walking, like, or if they're saying, like, oh, it's right down here, you're thinking, we'll be there in 10 minutes tops, and it just kept getting longer. Oh, no, it's over here. It's over here.
Fuck that, dude.
Yeah, dude. And the first tip-off was when they were saying, like, oh, that's where I was born. And I was like, wait a second. Like, I don't think there's anything that sounds like that in Latin America because my name's not even Spanish. Like, so I'm like, this seems weird.
You're right.
And yeah. So my cover-up was, I shouldn't have even been trying to see what was up with that $100. He should have shoved it in my purse and I should have ran then.
That's fucking crazy.
And it was cold as fuck. So we, like, you know how they say that tattoos make you, like, unappealing to traffickers? Have you heard that?
I thought it was cannibals.
No. To people sex trafficking, like, they don't like tattoos because you're not appealing to most people.
Oh.
Right? Like, there's so many cultures that do not like, I know. See, Mom, I knew what I was doing. But, like, there's so many people that don't find that attractive, and so they're trying to find
plain Janes.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, wholesome looking chicks. But it was cold as fuck, so we were all bundled up, like, and so you got any plugs?
Bud plugs. No. I might actually.
Yeah, you do.
So
actually.
I
the brewery.
Yeah, I did a art piece for Angel City Brewery. They're having a gallery, like a tattoo art show thing. The gallery opens May 1st. At Angel City Brewery,
downtown LA.
Arts District. So if you guys are around, go check it out. I think it's like the piece is going to be up for a month.
So this is all contingent on her paperwork for the tattoo show, but she might be tattooing
I might be
there.
tattooing at the brewery on the 18th. So if I am, all right, even if I'm not, my friends are going to be tattooing there.
And she'll be there, so you can stop by and buy her a drink. Just be wary if anyone shoves $100 bill in your pocket. As for me, I think I'll be done with my travel dates after this comes out. I know I'll be in Prescott, Arizona, I think 4th of July weekend. But if you want to book with either of us, my Instagram is at Sanae_Kawaii. Hers is at ohmy_Goonies. Mm-hmm. You can find both of our booking information typically in our bios. Hers is an email. Mine is a text button. And I think we're both booking for May right now, right?
Yeah. I only have a few dates left, so.
So do I. So get in ASAP. And I think that's it. So tell them where they could find us next.
You just said it.
We'll see you at your next session.
Thanks for watching the Tattoo Budcast. We'll see you at your next session.
We will see you at your next session. Over and out. Bye.
Did I get it right?
Yeah, you got it right. But your hear me out selections you got so wrong.
Those are the best.
How was that, Jakey Poo?
Did you hide this one for me?